Carp Anglers, we are back on another day, another week here at Carp Talk. Your hosts, James Sanders and Tommy Pearson.
How you guys doing out there?
How you doing, brother?
I'm doing alright, man. How's your week been?
My week's not too bad. Weather.
I mean, what? That's been...
The weather is crazy. I tell you, if I see this, what's that groundhog's name?
I don't know, but it's going to be dead if I see it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 6 more weeks. What?
Yeah.
What the heck?
But other than that, man, I've just been out, I helped a couple people out this week, you know what I mean, shoveling snow and...
That's all we're doing around here.
Made a little bit of money, me and a buddy of mine, so...
Sweet.
Shout out to everybody that, that we did and everything.
So, yeah, it was a definitely, so, also on the video camera, on YouTube channel, if anybody knows, we're also doing a Facebook Live. Last day we're doing a Facebook Live.
Yeah, this will be the last time.
But we might do a couple of them like here, and they're just like to show, hey,
Maybe get some questions from them or something
maybe
like
something
that,
here and there.
you know what I mean?
But anyway, my week went pretty good. Oh, how's your Valentine's?
Man, I didn't really do too much on Valentine's Day because my girl, she works for the post office, so she was actually out delivering everybody else's Valentine's. Huh?
Did you get her anything?
Well, yeah, we got her a massage. We went out to dinner.
You got her a massage? Oh, you gave her a massage? Or
No. I can give her a massage, but a more intense, full body massage. You know what I mean? So. She didn't really want, and she really didn't want flowers. She wanted something that's going to be, more useful to her, which is helping her body out.
So yeah, I try to please my woman really nice.
Yeah,
it's called maintenance. Maintenance.
Oh yeah, don't you work for maintenance?
I do work for maintenance, but it's called maintenance. You maintain the area. You know what I'm saying? Your relationship. So you keep on going fishing all the time.
Oh yeah,
see,
the way I do it is my woman is like, don't think you're gonna walk out that door, and go fishing. So I just,
You put your foot down.
No, I pick my foot up and climb out the window, and still go fishing. So you know how it goes. Richie.
How you doing, Richie?
You doing all right, man? He's out on the ice right now, you guys. He is not messing around. We've got some good pictures for you guys that we're going to be sending to you that he's sent us of him out fishing the ice and everything. But this, a little bit about him though. Man, where do you really start?
One thing I want to say is happy birthday, Rich.
Happy late birthday.
You had a birthday last Friday. How old are you now? 45. Really? Wow.
Yeah.
And how many times have you won Beeville?
4 first place finishes.
4 first place finishes.
Wow.
Those came all back to back.
Yeah, that's nice, man. For sure.
Wow, that's crazy. Some of the questions that we got for you. When you exactly get on the ice, do you have a fish finder that you got a little spot, or when you go out on the ice? First thing, how many carp have you caught out of the ice already?
Well, I started about 6 or 7 years ago, and we didn't have ice last year. That was the only year I didn't get on.
Yeah.
And I probably caught a dozen each year.
Wow. And what's the size?
What's that?
Usually, what's the good size between the carp that comes out? What's the size of a hole that you're drilling the ice in?
8 inches.
8 inches? Okay.
Yeah.
So do you fish the same spots every year, pretty much?
Yeah, but I try to fit in a new spot if I can find it, but it's so hit and miss that you're better off to go where you know. And the ice has a lot to do with it. All my spots, the water fluctuates. Not always the best ice. Okay. So it's whatever I can get on that's safe. Because the water is normally got some sort of movement to it.
Okay. Now, do you think when you ice fish, do you think the carp runs in schools in wintertime?
Like they do in the summertime?
It depends. A river, they stay pretty active.
In the river.
Just on a flat, you can get on a flat that's frozen. They're going to come around in school, so it'll be like clockwork. They'll just come in and they'll start feeding for a couple of hours and they'll leave. They'll be gone. so that we have a run around. The other places I'll fish will be off the rivers. A lot of flood control spots in my area off rivers, and that's where you can find them easy, and they're active too.
Okay.
Those fish right there, you just gotta kind of wait for them to start moving. They're down there, 100%.
Yeah.
I don't use any sonar or anything like that. It's just over the years, I fish all the time, and I seen a guy in Canada, Andrew Walker, catch carp on the ice.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I was gonna do that, and started doing it. The first year I was catfish, but I had one carp on, and the next year I was catching carp.
Started catching more and more.
Yep, it's a blast. I caught him in my first carp come out of a foot of water on accident.
Wow.
Going in the river. Commonly 3 to 4 or 5 foot common. They're active.
Wow, that's awesome.
What's your biggest carp through the ice?
It barely fit through the hole. Just about 23 pounds.
23 pounds. Wow, that's awesome.
I know some guys out there, they even never called a 23 pounder or bigger.
Yeah. Well, you see my YouTube video that I tried to do ice fishing one time, and I bet you like saying, James, what are you doing, man? You're doing it wrong. Wrong, James, wrong.
No, that's not what I was thinking. No, I was just thinking, actually, I don't really get to talk to anybody about it, about their experiences
Yeah.
on the ice, carp, so I actually watched your video, see what you had going on, you know what I mean? It's informative to me as well.
Right.
Fish in the lakes, fish too. I've seen fish in the lakes, they'll hibernate. They'll bury themselves and lay there freaking for a long time.
Yeah, bury themselves. That's what people don't understand. Like when it comes to, I'm a pay laker by heart, you know what I mean? But I love fishing in the wild too. And I've seen stuff on carp where even in ponds, like where you almost have to really throw your pickup or your bait pretty much right in front of them carp that are down in that sand, because like you said, they'll bury the bottom stuff of their bodies, and you almost got to throw it right in front of them to even, sometimes even get a bite.
Now, do you use a lot of chum or just very small amounts of chum? Because there are, of course, carp in the wintertime, their metabolism is slowing down a lot, right?
Right. But it depends again where you're at.
Yeah.
If you're in the river, if you're in the river, you're a 2-pound carp, you're eating every day.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
I mean, really, you would think if you're a carp in the wild water or any type of river like that, that's constantly have a current that you're fighting, so they're burning energy, so they're constantly having to refurbish that.
Yep. And that's why I can pick up a bigger fish too as well.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's smaller fish, which are fun. Don't get me wrong. It's a good time. But catching bigger ones is few and far between.
I thought I was on recording for a second.
Oh yeah, it's recording for sure.
Okay, well, got a little off track there.
What?
Yeah, go ahead.
What's your biggest common and what's your biggest mirror, and where did you get them from?
We're at track.
My biggest common carp come from Lake Erie.
Mm-hmm.
And that fish was 41 pounds, 11 ounces.
41 pounds, 11
Oh.
ounces. Nice. That's a big.
Yeah, that was a big one until I spent some time up there and seen other ones that were just as big that kind of got to the common sight to see big fish,
Yeah.
on a big lake like that.
What would I do? A 41 pound?
Probably call somebody to help you hold it.
Yeah.
My biggest mirror is 28 pounds. I caught that locally around my area, around home.
Okay, sweet.
Fairly good sized reservoir.
Nice.
It's got some nice mirrors in it.
Nice. You ever been to Dale Hollow? I know you've been to Dale Hollow.
No, never been to Dale Hollow.
Wow.
Whenever I have Lake Erie in my backyard,
Okay,
yeah.
Never mind.
that's
Yeah.
where we go.
I was just telling my teammate last week, I said the two best places I like to fish is Dale Hollow or Michigan City area.
Big fish up in Michigan
Yeah.
City too.
Michigan City, where at least in here in Indiana, I still get to keep my license, but I still get to fish in
Michigan.
the Michigan Lake. So
Yeah, Michigan, Indiana, that is.
yeah, Michigan, Indiana. So
Let's see.
what else you got?
I got a quick question for you, Richie, because I met you for the first time in Baldwinsville. I want to say it was like 2019, which was like the last time they had the last Beeville tournament. And me personally, me and my team, we came in 5th place that year. We had 1st place the whole time, and we got beat out at, you know, pretty much in the blackout. But we just couldn't get a fish, man, bigger than 22 or 23 pounds. Our bottom fish was like 23 pounds. Every fish that we was catching that night was like 22 pounds to 23 pounds, and we needed a 25 or 6 to even really gain a pound or 2 on whoever was winning, you know what I mean, besides once we got knocked down. But my question is, how do you prepare yourself for the last, I would say, 12 hours of the last day, like the end of the tournament that night? Like, because me personally, like, our problem was, man, we crashed. We didn't pace ourselves. We went hard from start to beginning, and we didn't, we kind of crashed and kind of fell asleep a little bit, man, that last night, man. I think that's really what kept us out of 1st place. Besides, we wasn't catching anything bigger than a 22 or 23 pound, you know, because that was our top 10. So how do you, let's see how I can put this.
Pace yourself.
Yeah, how do you pace yourself through that 3-day tournament to where, you know, you're not crashing? I mean, I know it falls on your teammates too to give each other a break.
Richie? Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
Well, if you ask anybody that I've ever fished with, I can damn near do it without sleeping.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially the last one I fished it with Attila Ag, and he couldn't believe it. He was like, "You just don't even go to sleep." No, it's weird. I don't understand it either. But all the tournaments that I fished, or the second one that they had up there, 50 hours was nothing.
Sideboard.
Stay awake.
He's a cyborg.
I think he is.
He's a cyborg. That's it. He's a robot.
So it's getting harder as I get older. But I mean, still though, I love fishing. I'm excited about fishing, and if it's going right for you, and just it's hard to go to sleep.
Right.
You know?
You're for sure, man. Because especially because the captain hasn't been, but I have. It's definitely a good time. I'm glad that I hope that we actually get to have it this year. Are we gonna see you if I go this year? Are you going this year?
Yeah, I'll be there.
Okay.
Who's your teammate?
I'm sure I'll fish with Attila, but there's a few things in the works I'm not sure about 100%. So I'm not exactly what's going on in the spring.
Now, do you is it a 2-man team or is it a 3-man team? 3-man. Oh.
We've fished with Attila's dad before.
Okay.
But we would fish with him if he came in from Hungary.
Okay.
But it's normally just me and him.
Okay. Cool.
So 2-man team, 3 rods apiece.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, when
Yeah.
we had a 3-man team, but we was just doing 2 rods apiece.
So I should have asked you before at the beginning of your show when I introduced you. I forgot to ask you. Tell us a little bit more about yourself. That that you always do. What's your occupation? Your family life a little bit, just so the audience out there gets to know you just a little bit more.
Oh, yeah, that's cool. I'm born and raised in Akron, Ohio. Like you guys said, I didn't have a birthday, so 45 years old. Grew up right next to a local lake right down the road, which is really what sparked my fishing passion. I tell everybody that my first love was 100%. You'd think it'd be a woman, but it's fishing.
Ain't it?
I'm to go fishing, so I know my first love is fishing.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, see, I fished for everything growing up, but in my local lake we had a carp tournament, and since I was a teenager, I fished once a month carp tournaments. Actually, used to, if I won some money, would pay for school clothes and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
They gave a prize out for the youngest guy to catch a fish, and heck, I was winning that all the time. $30 here, there, but it was still, enough for my mom to let me go fishing again. Especially my stepdad, because I borrowed $10 off of him and told him I'd split the money with him if I won.
Nice.
I've been there.
Which really sucked whenever you had $300 in your pocket and you're 14 and you're walking home going, you got to give half of it away.
Yeah.
King.
Yeah, I know what you mean there.
So I I drive a tow truck. I've been driving a tow truck for 20 years.
Oh, wow.
So that's and it leaves me to be able to fish. That's why I like, because I've taken my tow truck fishing many times.
Yeah.
As long as I can be available and hop in the truck and go.
It gets kind of dangerous being a tow truck driver, don't it?
It sure is. You're out on the road, and if you work auto clubs and things like that, changing tires, there's always the unexpected. It's one of those jobs where it pays to have some experience because it's dangerous.
Oh,
Yeah, for sure. Not only on the interstate, but I don't know if you do repos and stuff like that or anything, but that's kind of dangerous too, though.
Yeah, no, we do a general towing, and it's dangerous enough, not as much as I want anyway. But the carp tournaments down at the lake that I grew up on, I went on to run those tournaments in my 20s and throughout my 30s, and now I still run them, and now I run a team tournament on there that I just did last year.
That's why I was just here thinking. We forgot to put that on the list. I was going to ask you about that. Are you going to do that this year?
Yeah, I'm gonna have two. I had one of that last year, a little late in the year.
Yeah.
There was still 30-something fish caught, but it wasn't. It was too late in the year, so I'm gonna have one in June and one in September most likely.
Same place or a different venue?
It'll be the same place because it's so convenient, and it does have a good vibe. It works right, and everything's good. Everybody catches fish.
Yeah.
Now, is this a social or a tournament?
It's just like a tournament you put on.
Two-man team, that's right. Okay. Well, don't plan it around June 26th, so, I might want to come and check out your tournament one day. That's my White River Invitationals, is June 26th.
It'll be the beginning of June.
Okay, cool. So, I think we've got a couple video shoots here and there, too, we've got to do, but...
Other than that, I go to work and I come home and go fishing, and from home I'm taking care of the house, and I have quite a few animals, I have a bird and some fish and some cats, the responsibilities like everybody else.
Yeah.
Just trying to get them done so I can get on the ice and go fishing.
Iceman.
That's your new nickname from us, man. Is the Iceman.
People call you that?
I've had a few people call me that.
You're the only angler that I know that catches a lot of ice. I mean, a lot of ice. A lot of carp.
Catches a lot of ice in the fish.
Yeah. What am I drinking? Okay, so, but you got any more questions?
Man, I could be here all day. I want to pick his brain about people.
Ball.
Yeah, you know what I mean, like that.
Okay, that's it. Rich, what would you suggest when you get to your peg that you got? What exactly would be your first step that you would do? Would you automatically start chumming? And how much? And just out of curiosity, how much chum do you usually throw out in the lake, and how far?
Well, you have to understand that I've been fishing them for a long time.
Right.
So I've fished most of the pegs, so a lot of times I have a general idea of what's already going on, As far as my approach to it, you can't feed those carp enough.
No.
I mean, you really can't.
There's too many of them.
And a lot of people, I think that's what they fall short at, is they don't realize how many fish they're actually feeding.
Yeah.
And, you have to feed them accordingly as well. If you're catching a bunch, there's way more than that than you're coming. There's twice as many as you're catching down there, I can guarantee it. Especially in Baldwin's, you ever see them at the dam. There's a lot of fish there. And they eat a lot of food.
Yeah, there definitely is a lot of fish in there, man. We caught so many fish. It was, honestly, it was unreal. We let go so many 20-pound carp. It was unreal.
Wow.
Unreal.
I'm sweating over just thinking about that.
I can't wait. Obviously we're already preparing, man. But and what do you suggest? Not only for myself, man, but other people that are going to be going down there and fishing. You know what I mean? Obviously, my goal this year when I go down there is to catch bigger fish, man. Obviously, that's how you're going to win it, is catching bigger fish. But how do you actually get to the point to where you're pulling the bigger fish in?
Well, it's kind of like this. If you got dakes Load them.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to get tired of that Big Mac. You're probably not going to get tired of eating that steak.
No.
Yeah, for sure.
Right
So
on.
a lot of the food, the fish just straight get tired of it, and I mean they just get tired of it.
Yeah.
And you have to have something that the fish is going to go like, well, this doesn't upset my stomach. But it does come down to a bait that a bigger fish is interested in.
Right.
Yeah.
That's where the whole boilie concept comes in.
Yeah.
And not just any old boilie is going to work, because just a cornerable ball, the fish is going to get a stomach ache. And if it's just a bunch of ingredients all thrown together that, it's still going to get a stomach ache. He's got to be able to eat it and be there for a couple of days, get comfortable, and be happy with eating.
Yeah. And like you said, not eat something that's going to keep them full to where they, they're not processing what we're feeding them.
Well, what do you mean?
Like as far as like, I'm not going to say like constipating them.
Say.
Oh, no. It's got to go through them.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, some people are probably throwing stuff, that could be causing them to not eat.
Yes.
That's not, but they're not, they can't digest it and they can't break it down.
Make sure you boil your maize all the way through.
And the fish will, they'll poop out that food as well.
Yeah.
Right.
And that creates a waste down there.
Yeah.
And after a while, if it's something that's just rancid, they're just not going to stay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, we had that too, man. We had, we knew what color bullies we was using, man, and sometimes, we would catch out fish and, once we put them in our cradle and everything, like they would be pooping out, other colors that obviously came from the person above us or below us or next to us or somewhere.
Or there'd be a hook in her mouth with that boilie.
Yeah.
Or something. Or pop up.
Do you only use wild water rods when you go there?
Yes, I'm straight 13-foot rods.
13, nice. You get a way out there,
I use
don't you?
monofilament too. I don't use braid like a lot of guys. I just stay with a monofilament.
Yeah. 'Cause see, me personally, like myself, like when I was down there, like, my two teammates, they was both using wild water rods, and I was actually using Pele gear, but I was using my clickers, and it seemed like a lot of the wild water guys would get runs. My teammates. I mean, I used them a little bit too, but I really stuck to my Pele rods because I had more control over that fish than what my partners did. Because by the time they would get to their rods, it's not their fault. But these fish, we didn't know this.
Just bring them in faster.
Well, yeah, I would bring my fish in faster, and I'm actually getting a lot of my fish in. Versus by the time they get to, whether it's my partner or anybody else's partner, these fish they're running straight to snags. Like,
Okay.
We lost a lot of stuff in snags out there too. But what I'm saying
That
is,
just comes down to sitting on your rods.
Yeah.
I mean, I sit on my rods.
mm-hmm.
Okay.
I don't, they're within reach, And
Yeah.
You don't let them fish get ahead of steam.
Yeah.
And that depends on how far you fish out as well. If you fish mid-river, you got a pretty good chance. You start fishing past mid-river, the fish start getting they start to control you a little bit more.
Yeah, for sure. Because they're in that big current, and there ain't no way you can stop that. So. Anything else you want to add? Anything you'd like to add, Richie, man? Any events that you got coming up, or any dates that you already got set, or anything like that, man? For your tournaments, you want to give a shout out for some of those or something?
Well, I'll tell you what. Those monthly tournaments that I have, for anybody that's 3 to 4 hours out for a 24-hour tournament, I have them every Saturday, last Saturday of every month. Mm-hmm. And it's a 24-hour tournament. It's set up pays out by the hour, and it pays big fish, carp and catfish.
Yeah.
So if I get 20 people, I can pay out like $40 an hour plus a good prize at the night, maybe $1,000 pay out with 20 people.
Nice.
So.
And you want somebody every hour, which is fun, and it can be little fish, So it's a good time to come up and we fish 12 hours, 8 at night, late in the morning, so it's not like rough to travel, and get some sleep after you get done fishing on the bank or keep fishing, but it's a good time for everybody who wants to come up. And then the team tournaments, I'm hoping to do one in the first weekend, June, and then sometime in September.
Now, your team tournaments, is that a 2-day? Is that a 2-day tournament?
No, that'll be a 24-hour event.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, it'd be a lot. It's not better to have a 24-hour event for some people who are driving 3-4 hours.
All right. And you basically, what do? You start like 8 in the morning to the next morning?
No. Everybody not have to leave real. I think I started the last one at noon. I think.
Okay.
I think I went noon to noon.
Okay, sweet. Okay.
That lets people, be able to not have to get up, they can get up in the morning and come,
Yeah, they can get up in the morning and come and still be able to make it and still be able to fish it and everything. So
That's good. Good hours.
Yeah.
Okay.
And with all the COVID stuff, everything's going, through the Facebooks and whatnot, you can get a lot of the process out of the way that way and make it nice and smooth. It's pretty nice, easy tournament to fish.
All right. Well, I don't got any more questions. Rich, I really appreciate you was on our show.
I appreciate you taking the time out too, man.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Especially while you're fishing right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we did. We kind of had this video all set up for a couple days ago earlier, but we kind of ran into some snags. So.
Yeah, that was really my fault, man. I had been out shoveling and ended up getting a flat tire.
I see you were out and about, and heck, whether we've been having, it's
Crazy.
It's winter time.
Yeah.
You're gonna have delays.
Yeah, for sure.
So.
I appreciate you guys having me on too.
Yeah.
My worst case scenario was I was gonna get a flag and go over and drop my phone down the hole while I was on the line.
Yeah. A quick question: what kind of poles do you use? When you do the regular ice fishing, do you use regular ice fishing poles or do you use other poles?
Just regular, the medium action ice fishing rod.
Yeah.
Just something small.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, carp are a weird fish to pull through the ice,
Mhm.
and I'd rather hand line them with the tip up than actually even use a reel.
Yeah.
Because once you get to the hole anyway, you're grabbing the line anyhow.
Yeah.
What's your test line when you ice fish?
4 carp.
10 or 12 pound test.
4 pounds? Okay.
No, 10 or
No, 10 or 12.
10 or 12.
On ice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. I like to use that sheep cage in red.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I like that. Actually, I like that one. I have no problem with that one.
No, I tie my the hair, my monofilament hairs in the wintertime is extremely important because it makes a stiff rig. So if you tie it short and it's got a monofilament with a couple pieces of corn on it, the fish don't spit it out so easy.
So how much chum do you put down the hole? Just a little bit, or just to get them started, or because they're...
It depends on where I'm at. In the river, those fish will come, there'll be other fish in there and they'll clean up everything you got in a half hour. Some, once an hour or so, but in my other spots where it's a little slower, I'll just throw a pack ball on the lead and let it go down the hole, a piece of corn, and maybe walk around and throw a couple pieces of corn on top of it, or some cream corn here and there. Not much.
Yeah, well, see, when I went ice fishing, okay, fish for carp first time, which I struck out, the water was so clear. It was awesome. I'm like in a good 10 to 15 feet section over on the ice, and I could see my bait right there on the bottom. And all I did is just drop it, a chum ball.
But that's probably what you don't want, though. Do you?
Oh no, I can see down in the river, so I can see down myself.
Okay, I was saying, me personally, I don't really know because I ain't never been. So
Yeah, that's the part that I thought was cool. I don't think it's going to spook the fish too much because, I watched other segments about ice fishing too with other species, and but I do believe that carp is a little different. They get spooked real easy. But
that depends how desperate they are, though.
Yeah. But
when it comes to Beeville, I don't think them fish really care, man. It got to the point where I was just throwing 2 boilies out there or two puffs, and as soon as I set it down, they was taking it.
Wow. Wow.
And I'm sure Richie could sit there and say the same thing. I probably had at least 2 rods take off in my hand.
I probably won't get in that tournament, but I am probably going to. I'm probably am going to go up there and to film it because I'm pretty excited about that whole Ballsville.
It's a good time.
Yeah.
Might be a little different this year with COVID and everything, man, but I think it's still going to be good.
Honestly, glad to see it stay at 50 teams.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, they're doing 50?
Yeah, I think they're only going to keep it at 50 teams.
Okay.
You know, and then maybe next year if
Because the year before that, last year was 75,
well, in
right?
2019 it was 50, and then 2020 they made it 75. They added 25 more pegs, which was up by the main entrance to the river. Correct me if I'm wrong, Richie.
Right? No, you're right.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought as well.
Yeah. So so you're not only catching. I mean, if obviously them fish are coming in there, so that was probably going to be some good pegs.
Yeah.
Because them fish are coming out of is it Lake Erie, correct? Right.
Yeah. Right.
The fish are coming out of Lake Erie to get up to the
Lake Onondaga.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Narrow? What river is that? What lake is it coming from, Richie?
You're talking about the Seneca River?
Yeah, the Seneca River that leads through there.
Yeah, Onondaga Lake.
Oh, Onondaga Lake. Yeah, so them fish are coming out of that lake into the big river right there to get. And what lake are they trying to go to? Is it just the upper part?
I'm not sure as far as once we get in the river.
Okay.
Yeah. But them fish are in there like really, really heavy, man. I couldn't tell you, man. It's the best time I've ever had in my life at a wild water spot. Just to be honest.
See?
And I've been to Del Hollow. You know, I love Del Hollow. Both my PBs came from there, so that tells you a lot.
Nice. Good stuff. All right, Richie, you know, I think we're going to have you have any bites that he's ice fishing right now, if anybody didn't know.
Yeah. He's got, how many flags, how many poles you got right now?
Right now I got 6 tip ups and 1 rod. I could use another rod, but by the time you guys just called and I didn't put that one out.
So 7? So 7 total?
Yeah.
I didn't know you can use that many.
Can you?
And you can have 6 tip up.
Oh.
That's nice. That's nice.
You know, it's what makes it happen. Because believe me, whenever I put those tip up, it's just a select couple each time that goes off. And
So
it would be a little rough with less songs.
that got my wheels going on there. Okay, now how many rods in the summertime? How many rods are you allowed to use?
In Ohio?
2. Okay, that's what I thought. But you're on top of the water, so you actually use more now, right? You're not actually on land.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
Oh,
So if you're
it makes perfect sense to me.
So if you're on land fishing towards the water, you can only use 2 rods.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you are actually out there ice
On
fishing,
top of the water.
you can use 6.
6 tip ups and 2 rods.
Wow. Okay, game on.
Yeah, those tip up things are like free spool line, right?
Yeah.
Kind of like you would use say you ever heard of a yo-yo, like
Yeah, it's just like that. They'll just pull the line off.
like for catfish.
Okay, gotcha. All right. Well, again, Richie, I know I keep on saying this.
Yeah, man.
But
Hey, we appreciate you a lot.
Yeah. But I really appreciate you coming onto our show. Thank you very much. In a couple weeks, we got Paul and Guinea. They're from Ballsville.
Yeah,
on
they're
our
going to
show.
be calling in, man. So you might want to tune into that, man.
Yeah.
We might try. We might maybe. Oh no! Look right here, Cap. No, look right here. We might maybe, if we can come to an agreement, we might go live that day when Jenny and them. Because I know there's a lot of people out there that's gonna want that information, but we might as well just keep it though, because then they have to watch our YouTube channel,
Yeah.
and that's what we want.
Oh yeah, please guys, subscribe to our channel. Hit that like button. Did I say subscribe? It's subscribe.
Yeah, don't
I forgot the B.
Yeah, subscribe.
Subscribe.
Yeah. Share our videos.
Yeah.
you guys don't know Richie Eldrge, man. Richie Eldrge, send him a friend request. Follow his page.
You need to put that on your Facebook page.
He's a good dude, man. Met him personally myself. Is there anything else you'd like to add, Richie, man, before we sign off here?
No, just thanks, and looking forward to hearing some future shows with you guys.
Sweet. Awesome.
We appreciate you, and we appreciate everybody out there, too.
Our next week's guest is going to be Amy. I want you to say Amy with a D. She's from Denver, Colorado. She's the Carp Anglers Director for CAG. Again, it's Carp Anglers Group. Carp Anglers Group is a really, really good website, a thing that they do. I really highly recommend joining CAG. They do a lot of good research and a lot of social tournaments. And you get a lot of good secrets, and it's just nothing about carp fishing. Check them out. It's on Facebook. They have a website called www.carpanglersgroup.com, and then they also have a Facebook page, or Facebook group chat, whatever you want to call it, group page. And always, especially if you're from Indianapolis, Indiana, support your local bait shops. I don't care if it's Adams Outdoors, Haley's 1111, Indy Lakes, Naptown Bait and Tackle, Indy Bait and Tackle. I think that's it. Don't matter what it is. Like James always says, if they don't have no carp, care, or not carp care, but carp gear in there. Tell them to get it.
Tell them to get it. If you ask for it, they're going to look at it like they're losing money because you're not coming there to their shop.
And also bring our sport up. I mean, one day this carp is going to be a sport fish.
It already is a sport fish, man. People just don't want to accept it. I'm sorry. People just don't want to accept it. I love the wild water guys. I'm always going to fish with the wild water guys and fish wild water tournaments, man. But carp fishing has it's become a sport in a lot of places, and there's pay lakes all around the world. There's a lot of pay lakes everywhere, man. So we're just trying to bridge that gap. We'll
learn off each other.
Yeah. So with that being said, wild water, pay lakes, we're trying to bridge that gap. That's why we try to do our best.
Carp care.
Always talk about carp care. We have so many landing mats that we're not. We did this last year and the year before.
We got about 200 landing mats.
Yeah, we're going to give away landing mats because we're doing this out of our team fund.
Yeah.
We're coming to pay lakes that I don't even own. He don't own, but you know what? We're still trying to help people. The pay lake owners, we're helping protect their fish, which they should stand up and they should do that. You know what I mean? I know. A lot of people out there may not be able to afford a landing mat, but get
a yoga mat.
Get a yoga mat. Get a baby changing mat.
Yeah.
Just put something underneath them besides them rolling on the grass or in the gravel, because that messes up their their protection. That's why they're slimy, because all that slime protects them.
Don't put them on rocks. What's wrong with you? Stop.
So help protect the fish. I mean, that's what we're really about. Everybody likes carp fishing or whatever, because I know. In North Carolina, I know our lakes has nothing to do with the lakes in North Carolina, so I hope no pay lake owner takes this offensively, but they really, really get on to people about how if I was a pay lake owner and I see anybody just, drop a fish or kick it back in the water, I don't care if it's 3 pounds or 100 pounds, I catch you doing that again, you're gone. You're not going to mistreat, something that I'm trying to build for my family and my future.
Why don't you take a picture with a zombie fish?
I mean, people do it all the time, but it's just some people just don't care like how a lot of us care.
Right.
But anyways, after that, last but not least, man, go ahead, James, take it over.
Yeah.
You know what it is.
I know what it is.
You know what it is.
I know what it is. For your online carp business, not for your business, but online carp products.
Yeah,
Carbon
you can't get to your local bait shop or anything like that.
If the local bait shops don't have it, and and that one bait shop, you keep on telling over and over, where's the carp gear, and he doesn't get it yet, go online. That's your Big Carp and Tackle. David Moore and his gang, they did a great job. They get you what you want.
Might take a minute to get to you, not because of them, but because you know how everything's slow right now and stuff.
Yeah.
You'll definitely get it for sure.
Yeah. So, but that's it. You got anything?
Nope.
Nope.
Appreciate everybody. Done with this week.
Done with this week.
Tune into our YouTube channel,
please.
If you ain't subscribed, subscribe.
Subscribe.
Share our videos. Tune in next week.
Hit the bell button.
No, don't hit the like button. Hit the love button. That's a lot more. Yeah, that lets us know that you guys are really watching. But we appreciate you guys, man, and we'll see you guys next week on TFF Carp Talk.
Carp Talk. Later.